Today we'll discuss about line graph. IELTS Writing Task 1. We have already discussed about bar chart and pie chart. Today we'll discuss about line graph. First of all, we'll look at the graph. Percentages are given on y-axis and years are given on x-axis. First of all, you will look at the graph, and there are three countries: UK, France and Germany. Look at the trends. UK and Germany show an upward growth and France shows downward growth. This is a general trend of this line graph. Look at the statement. The line graph shows the household recycling rates in three different countries between 2005 and 2015. This is the structure of your writing task 1. First of all, you will write introduction. In an introduction, you will only paraphrase the statement. The statement is line graph shows the household recycling rates in three different countries between 2005 and 2015. So let's paraphrase introduction. But before paraphrasing the introduction, we'll discuss that in feature 1 we will write one trend, in feature 2 we will write second trend with details, with years and percentages, and at the end we will write an overall paragraph. Conclusion is missing in writing task 1. As you write conclusion in essay, here you write a last passage with starting with overall. And in overall, you don't write any number, percentage, or detail. You just give a general trend of the graph. So let's paraphrase the given statement. The line graph. This is the main word. Will we paraphrase it or not? No. We don't change the name of the graph. If it were bar chart or it were pie chart, you won't change the name. So in line graph, the line graph shows, we have changed this word with illustrates. You can also write explains. So you have written illustrates the regional household recycling rates. Household recycling rates has been paraphrased into regional household recycling rates in UK in three different countries. You will paraphrase these three different countries into by their names: UK, France and Germany. Look at this. You just paraphrase the three countries into their names like UK, Germany and France. Between 2005 and 2015, you wrote from 2005 to 2015. The first step in IELTS writing task 1 is you just have to paraphrase the given statement as we have done. The next is, I suggest you to write the overall passage first in a rough in a rough area. You can write it down, then you can place it in the answer sheet. First of all, we look at the graph closely and we see that the recycling rates of Germany and UK show a steady but significant rise over the period of time, while recycled waste in France experienced a downward trend. I use the word while because these two trends were going upward and the third trend was downward. I have to use a contrast signal words, and while is a contrast signal word, so we'll use while because these two trends were upward and this one was downward. That's why we used while. So this is an overall passage. You have to write it down at the end of your passage, end of your task 1. But keep in mind, we won't write number, percentage, or any other details. We will write only an overall trend. This was the second passage. Now move on to the feature 1 and feature 2. There are two methods you can use. You can write the trends of three different countries in three different passages. That is well and good, but you can also write the upward trends that two countries show and a downward trend that is shown by the other country. So I think second way is a good one, is more rational. So we will write two paragraphs of these trends. The first is upward trends. In 2005, it starts from 2005. In 2005, the recycling rates of UK and Germany were nearly 35% and 20% respectively. And I use the word nearly because we don't know the exact percentage because we haven't applied any formula here. So that's why we will use the word nearly, almost, about. So in 2005, the recycling rates of the UK and Germany were nearly 35% and 20% respectively. Respectively mean first we talked about UK and then Germany, and these are given in the same order. First one is of UK and the second one is of Germany. And next, Germany's rate increased sharply throughout the period. If you look at this, Germany's rate increased throughout the period, exceeding France's rate in 2009. If you look at this, it crossed in 2009. And then reaching almost to 60% in the end of the period. In the meantime, the percentage of recycled waste in UK grew to 40% in 2007. It started from 35% and it grew to 40% and then remained steady until 2009. And during 2009 to 9 experienced a rapid surge to more than 50%. If you look at this 2009 to 11 to, it increased from more than 50%. It was steady here, but then it shows a sudden surge. Surge means uprise, and continue with a gradual increase up to 60% in 2015. This is an upward trend shown by the two countries. We have given years with their percentages. Now look at France, and it showed opposite trend. In early 2005, the recycling rate of France was the highest among these three countries. If you look at the line graph, it was the highest among three countries. I use the word the highest. You will use this word because it is on the top of the list. It was the highest among the countries, and if there were two countries we use the word between the countries, but here we are using among the countries because these countries are more than two. However, it dramatically declined to 30% in 2013. I use the word Dramatically, because it was a sharp decline. Dramatically, we will use the word dramatically because it was a sharp decline in 2013 if you look at it. Then there was a growth of 10% in 2015, but France's recycling rate was the lowest in the end of the period. It was at the highest when it started, but at the end it was lowest. So I use the word highest and lowest. In this way, you will explain the second task 2, IELTS writing, task 1, and you can count. These are more than 150 words. So you have to write 150 words in 20 minutes. So let's have a look at it again. When a graph will be given to you, you will write an introductory paragraph by just paraphrasing the statement. Then you will write overall trends in a passage and it will start with word overall. Then you will write a trend in the first passage giving name to it feature 1 and the other trend will be explained in feature 2. But keep in mind you won't write headings here.